Thomson Bible, Matthew chapter 25. Now, with respect to this, the reign of the heavens may be compared to 10 virgins who took their lamp and went out to meet the bridegroom. And 5 of them were prudent, and 5 foolish. They who were foolish took their lamps, but did not take oil with them. But the prudent took oil in their vessels with their lamps. And while the bridegroom tarried, they all became drowsy and fell asleep. And at midnight there was a cry, "Behold, the bridegroom is coming. Go out and meet him." Then all the virgins arose and trimmed their lamps. And the foolish said to the prudent, "Give us some of your oil, for our lamps are going out." In reply to which the prudent said, "Perhaps there will not be enough for us and you. Therefore go rather to them who sell, and buy for yourselves." And while they were going to buy, the bridegroom came. And they who were ready went in with him to the wedding, and the door was shut. And after that the other virgins came, saying, "Master, Master, open to us." But he in reply said, "Verily I say to you, I do not know you. Watch therefore, because you do not know the day, nor the hour, when the Son of Man cometh. For he is like a man who, intending to travel, called his servants, and committed to them his effects, and to one gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and to another 1, to every one according to his respective ability, and straightway set out on his journey. Then he who had received the 5 talents went and traded with them, and made 5 other talents. And in like manner he who had received the 2 gained also other 2. But he who received the 1 went and digged a hole in the ground, and hid his master's money. And after a long time the master of these servants cometh, and reckoneth with them. Whereupon he who had received the 5 talents came, and brought other 5 talents, saying, "Sir, thou deliveredst to me 5 talents. Here are besides them 5 other talents, which I have gained." And his master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful in a small trust. I will give thee a much greater. Enter into the joy of thy master." Then he who had received the 2 talents came and said, "Sir, thou deliveredst to me 2 talents. Here are, besides them, 2 other talents, which I have gained." His master said to him, "Well done, good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful in a small trust. I will give thee a much greater. Enter thou into the joy of thy master." Then he who had received the 1 talent came and said, "Sir, I knew that thou art a hard man, reaping where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou didst not scatter. So, being afraid, I went and hid thy talent in the earth. Here it is. Thou hast what is thine own." Thereupon his master said to him in reply, "Malignant and slothful servant, Thou knowest that I reap where I did not sow, and gather where I did not scatter. Thou shouldst therefore have lodged my money with the bankers, that at my return I might have received mine own with interest. Take therefore the talent from him, and give it to him who hath the 10 talents. For to every one who improveth more, for to every one who improveth, more shall be given, and he shall abound. But from him who improveth not, even what he hath shall be taken away. And turn out this unprofitable servant into outer darkness. Weeping and gnashing of teeth will be there. So when the Son of Man shall come in his glory, and all the holy angels with him, he will then sit on the throne of his glory, and before him shall be assembled all the nations, and he will separate them one from another, as a shepherd separateth the sheep from the goats. And he will place the sheep on the right hand, and the goats on his left. Then the king will say to them on his right, Come, ye blessed of my Father, inherit the kingdom which hath been prepared for you from the formation of the world. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you lodged me. Naked, and you clothed me. Sick, and you took care of me. I was in prison, and you visited me. Then the righteous will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see thee hungry, and feed thee, or thirsty, and give thee drink? When saw we thee a stranger, and lodged thee, or naked, and clothed thee? Or when saw we thee sick, or in prison, and came to thee? And the king in reply will say to them, Verily I say to you, inasmuch as you have done this to one of these my brethren, even the least, you have done it to me. Then he will say to them on his left, Depart from me, ye cursed, into the fire which is everlasting, that prepared for the devil and his angels. For I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not lodge me. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick, and in prison, and you did not visit me. Then they also will answer him, saying, Lord, when did we see thee hungry, or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister to thee? And he will answer them, saying, Verily I say to you, inasmuch as you have not done this to any, the least of these, you have not done it to me. So these shall go to everlasting punishment, and the righteous to an everlasting life.